Welcome to HECW Uprise. Tonight we have an action-packed night. 4 matches taking place in the first round of the HECW Heavyweight Championship Tournament. And the first match of that today will be half-man here, Kevin Wolf, taking on newcomer to HECW, Lamar Elliott. Kevin Wolf had begun making quite a name for himself prior to the shutdown of HECW. He was in a main event at Slammania against Mark Reigns for the World Championship. All was looking good until Mark Reigns managed to best him just right at the half-an-hour mark of the match. Kevin Wolf now is beginning his climb back to the top. But to do so, he needs to go through an unknown entity in HECW, a man who's been making quite a name for himself on the independent scene. That'll be Lamar Elliott, newcomer, first match in a World Championship tournament. You can't ask for much more. But the crowd firmly behind their man here, Kevin Wolf, as he looks across the literally 100 of, if not a bit less, fans here at the HECW Arena in Aberdeen, Scotland. And here he is, the unknown entity, Lamar Elliott. And there he is, looking every bit of the star he believes he is. Cocky, arrogant, brash. This man believes he should be on the front of the posters, the name in the billboard, the name in lights, the next big thing in HECW. That's what he calls himself. But is the future so bright for this man that those shades are in fact required? Or is he in fact all sizzle and no steak? We're going to find out as this match takes place just now. Just a bit of background for people who are unfamiliar with Lamar Elliott from his indie days. This man is known for 2 big moves in his arsenal, his frog splash and his pop-up cutter. If he can hit either of them tonight, there is a very good chance that poor Kevin Wolf will be out in the first round of this tournament. But if Kevin Wolf could find his way to avoid those killer moves, Kevin could make his way to the semi-finals. Give Lamar Elliott his due though, he does look the part. Looking like a star is 90% of being a star. But can he prove the other 10% here when the referee rings this bell? And the first match is underway. Kevin Wolf going to lock up Lamar. Lamar blocks it. Lamar blocks it with a punch to the face. And an Irish whip sends Kevin into the ropes as Lamar looks underneath. And a big kick to the skull. Big Pele kick. Rocking Kevin Wolf early on in this contest as Kevin gets dragged back up. And a big spinning wheel kick continuing the assault to the neck already of this match. As Lamar goes to the cover, has he managed to knock Kevin Wolf out? No, he has not, as Kevin kicks straight out of that move. Standing back up. And he manages to use a fireman's carry hold there to knock Lamar back to the ground as Kevin whips him into the corner, bouncing off the ropes, and it was a step through from Lamar, who comes underneath with just another Pele kick, knocking Kevin to the ground. Lamar Elliott knows exactly what he's doing here. He's been studying Kevin Wolf tapes as he continues to work with the historically injured neck of Kevin Wolf. Kevin dragged back to his feet as Lamar gets blocked, a punch to the gut as Kevin Wolf hits a big Hurricane Rana, bringing Lamar Elliott to the ground, and a double axe handle, I apologise, and a kick to the back as Lamar rolls out the way of another one. Taking his distance, he manages to whip Kevin off the ropes, ducks underneath for yet another big kick to the head. Kevin Wolf is totally rocked here as Lamar sizes up the opponent with his next big move, dragging him into the centre of the ring. What he's possibly looking for is a cover. He's looking for that lateral press here, trying to get the kick, and that is a kick out of one from Kevin Wolf. Still lots of fight in him, but less than there was before. He's picked him up for a big lumbar check to the back, and Kevin Wolf is starting to really struggle here. Kevin Wolf has had barely any offense in the beginning of this match as Lamar bounces off the ropes, goes to the head. Oh my god, that is a big move. That is a Frankensteiner into a DDT, and Kevin Wolf surely by now needs to find a way in as he repeats with a Frankensteiner of his own, slamming Lamar towards that turnbuckle. Lamar crawling for help, and another stomp to the back as Kevin clotheslines the back of the head and knocks him clean to the ground. And Lamar Elliott rolls out of the ring, trying to get himself some breathing room. And a clothesline brings Lamar into the corner as Kevin Wolf is looking to set him up for, and it looks like, I think it's an alley-oop, bringing Lamar Elliott to the ground again. Some distance and separation here as Kevin Wolf begins to fight, and Lamar manages to get into a front headlock, ducks underneath, rolls him through, and that is another big Pele kick. Kevin Wolf falling like a stack of potatoes as he rolls out the way with a clothesline, bringing Kevin Wolf into the forefront of this match once again. Lamar Elliott is not looking good, and that knee could be everything she wrote here. Is this the finale already, early on? No, it is not. Lamar Elliott has a lot more fight than Kevin was willing to give him there, as Kevin Wolf picks him up. He's looking for something. He's trying to hold him in place as he takes a large... It's the big punch to the gut and a stomp to the back of the head. Picks up with a follows with a knee to the face as well. Lamar Elliott rolling out the ring, doing some separation. And another clothesline brings Lamar down and a kick to the back. It's brash, cocky arrogance now, maybe not looking as sharp as it was at the start of the match. Kevin Wolf seems to have settled nicely into this as he picks Lamar back up and goes for it. Oh, a wheelbarrow neckbreaker, that was pretty impressive. And he's climbing the ropes, but Lamar Elliott is starting to stand up as Kevin is looking for a shot. And a clothesline brings down the shining star of the HECW, Lamar Elliott, as Kevin Wolf climbs back to the top rope to hit a shooting star press. Is this enough to finish the match here? As the referee slides into position, and we get a 1 and a 2, and there's a kick out onto Lamar Elliott, still within a fighting chance here of progressing in the World Championship Tournament. And a fireman's carry might be a good way to get himself back into this as he brings through, but Kevin managed to break that front face hold, bringing another Frankenstein into the mix, knocking Lamar Elliott back to the ground as Kevin Wolf climbs the rope and Lamar Elliott rolls out. Is Kevin Wolf going to follow up with something here? He's getting the crowd behind him as he leaps with a meteor that's completely dodged by Lamar Elliott. He's going to capitalise on this, but no, Kevin Wolf is getting kicked to the face. That is a big kick. Kevin is rocked. Does he have the wherewithal to help himself here? And he does. He has the wherewithal to throw Lamar back into the ring and follow it through. What is he looking for here? Could be looking for that lone wolf, the rolling X Factor. He's sizing him up, and no, it's not. It's a clothesline straight to the skull that knocks Lamar Elliott to the ground. Kevin Wolf dragging him back to his feet, picking him up, looking for that brain bust. I think no, it's not. It is dodged with a knee to the face as Lamar Elliott uses a Fed's press to begin to do some serious damage to Wolf here. Elliott now going to the top rope. Could we be looking to see Elliott's special frog splash, the move that made him famous in the Indies? And there it is, a huge frog splash. That could be everything Kevin Wolf. An upset victory here for Lamar Elliott, I do believe. And no, on 1. Kevin Wolf on 1. The tenacity of this kid manages to kick out on 1. Lamar Elliott has no idea what to do next. Plenty of victories have been won with that frog splash. And instead now, he has to go to his arsenal for something else. A clothesline is dodged. Kevin Wolf sizing him up. A drop kick to the ribs brings Lamar Elliott straight to the ground. As Kevin Wolf goes into the middle rope, he's looking for it. This could be it. He's signalling. This is the lone wolf. And is that enough to finish the match? The referee counts it 1, 2, and there's the 3. Kevin Wolf progresses to the next round of the World Championship Tournament. What a big victory for Kevin Wolf. He begins to rebuild himself in this new HECW. And that's Mark Reigns. What is Mark Reigns doing here? Mark Reigns is not even under contract to HECW as far as I'm aware. And he's attacking Kevin Wolf. And a big clothesline brings Kevin Wolf to the ground. And back from the advert break now, we see Mark Reigns dropping the knee across the face of Kevin Wolf. Referees have been fought back to the back. Mark Reigns has pretty much got free reign here. But how did he get through security if he's not even signed to the company? That's a question I need answered. And a big spear brings Kevin Wolf to the ground. Our general manager Razor should be out here doing something about this. This is disgusting. As Mark Reigns picks up a chair and begins to clobber over the back of Kevin Wolf. And again to Kevin Wolf. And a third time to Kevin Wolf. And a fourth time. Kevin Wolf's ribs are getting decimated here as Mark Reigns continues the assault, throwing him towards that barricade, and straight into it he goes. Mark Reigns picking up the chair once again. It looks like he's going to swing for the fences, and he does, bringing it straight across the back of Kevin Wolf again. Absolutely obliterating this young kid. A snap mirror into the steel steps and a kick to the back. Mark Reigns is looking to injure here. Oh my god, he picks him up, and he's got him in a pump handle straight across his knee, again bringing more injury to the abdomen and rib area of Kevin Wolf. But what is his motivation? Into the steel barricade he goes, and no, Mark, you don't have to do this. No. Spear straight to the barricade. Kevin Wolf is not looking good here, folks. Crawling for safety, but Mark isn't done as he picks him up from the back onto the steel chair. What is Mark Reigns looking for? as he picks Kevin Wolf back up. Where are the referees? Where is the security? How is Mark Reigns getting away with this? This is disgusting. And another assault to the back as he throws him into those steel steps. Mark Reigns again with the Irish whip straight into another barricade, and he begins his level off on his face this time, knocking him straight to the ground as Mark Reigns picks him up and begins to throw him towards the ramp. Is he looking for what I think he's looking for? Is he looking to take out Kevin Wolf here as he picks him up? No, not a brain buster. Oh God, a brain buster.
Attention citizens, this is a citywide announcement. A level red situation is in effect. All non-essential personnel evacuate immediately to your designated zones. Repeat, warning level red. Evacuate now.
Here comes Matt Gambler, a man not booked to wrestle tonight, a man, some may say, a big oversight from the HECW Heavyweight Championship tournament. But here he is to make his voice heard, and what is it he's going to have to say tonight? A man who many believed during the shutdown would make his way to a bigger company, but he didn't. Gambler has remained loyal to the HECW brand, not making his way to Liberty Wrestling like some of our old stars did. And he's asking for that microphone. What does Matt Gambler have to say? Clearly not best pleased about being left out of this tournament is Matt Gambler. This is a true fact. Brought up by a mother who was severely ill, couldn't raise money, looking after his two brothers, raising them almost himself. Matt Gambler has always put himself first. And he's right, he's not here to stand and complain. He's here to prove what he can do, and that is fight. Matt Gambler here, obviously got a bit of a rod up his back. He does feel he should have been in this tournament, and he's not pleased. But he said his piece, and I am just getting word that next week Matt Gambler will be taking on a returning star to HECW. I wonder who that might be. And here we are, a second match in this tournament. We're bringing you another big contest with big names. And here's a man not liked by many. This is Mike Black, a man who claims he is the only thing that matters in professional wrestling, and it is his job to dismantle what he calls the future, with air quotes. And he's going to prove it, he says, tonight. And in an interview I had this morning with him, I sat down and I chatted to Mike Black. This is a very different Mike Black than the man who went away 8 months ago when HECW had it shut down. Mike Black has grown bitter, he is growing angry. He has decided that the world is passing him by, and if he has to be a throwback to a bygone era, he will be that goddamn throwback. He proves that he is what HECW used to stand for, and all this new breed coming in, well, they're going to have to sit in his glory, because Mike Black is making his way back to the top of the company, and he is sick of people not giving him his chances, people looking down on him, people saying he's a has-been. He was the first champion of the HECW rebrand, and he's going to be the first champion of the HECW reopening, as he calls it. But to do that, he's got to get through his opponent tonight. Another man on the rise in HECW. Hamilton. A man made his way originally into HECW back in the HEWF days as part of the Blue Bloods with Vincent Van and his other friend Charles Davis III. But Hamilton is a last man standing, and these days he focuses more on hurting and bruising his opponents than he does the blue blood running through his veins. And there's no better way to mark that transition than claiming the greatest prize in HECW, the Heavyweight Championship of the world. And look at the shape that Hamilton has got himself into in the off time. This man is ready to break bones and break some dreams, and the fans are receptive to it. And he is ready now to bring it to the man who wants to dismantle the very future that he hopes will be bright. Mike Black, Hamilton, match 2, round 1. Mike Black straight in with the clothesline, bringing Hamilton straight to the ground with a stomp, and he scoops him back to the top. Mike Black looking to decimate, destroy, but no, Hamilton going for a Savate kick, which is blocked by Mike Black, who picks him up for the Mike Black suplex, a move he used to finish matches with. Nowadays he prefers to finish it with either his Blackout or his Mike Black spear, or even occasionally his top rope splash. But Hamilton's got different ideas as he hits that big slam to the ground, and Mike Black is reeling from the power and aggression of Hamilton. And Hamilton's stomping across the back, and he's scooping Mike Black to the top as he picks him up into that almost power slam, power bomb kind of move that picks the smaller Mike Black, who dodges away the punch, goes in for a clothesline that is blocked by the more athletic and surprisingly powerful Hamilton, who's looking for a military press that Mike Black managed to block into a DDT, and Hamilton is now on the ground reeling as Mike Black just sits and takes a breather. The arrogance of this man as he comes in with a clothesline again, bringing Hamilton to the ground and a stomp away and go for the punch, but he manages to get out of the way as Hamilton goes to take down, but is blocked by Mike Black, who gets scooped as well into another military press. Slammed to the ground. Black not looking strong here. Is the strength of Hamilton too much for Mike Black? We're going to see here, but a 1 count is all it took for Mike Black to escape as Black gets back to his feet. Hamilton look for another military press slam and another clothesline by Mike Black. Black going to top rope. What is he looking for? And an elbow drop across the chest, and he goes straight for the cover. Is that enough to put down Hamilton? It is not. And Mike Black looks confused by this. He doesn't know what he's going to have to do. I mean, Mike, I might put it out there that maybe a close, that is just not enough to take out Hamilton, and that throw shows you again Hamilton has a lot of fight just left in him. As Hamilton picks Mike Black up, kick to the ribs, and a punch to the back, which Mike Black manages to block. And a punch blocked by Hamilton again. And he scoops behind, straight across the knee. Mike Black reeling. Mike Black managed to get the dodge, and a big clubbing face blow. Goes for the scoop slam on the much bigger Hamilton as he climbs back to the ropes again. Mike Black just looking again to try and take away some of the strength and some of the power as he dives into a drop kick across the face. That's a unique maneuver there from Mike Black, who picks up Hamilton once more. Bouncing off the ropes, looks behind, floats over into the DDT, trying now to scramble the brains a bit of Hamilton, trying to give himself an opening as he gets him into an Argentine at the top, into an Argentine knee as he puts him sideways, bouncing off the ropes. Big flying clothesline, crossbody, my apologies, across the top. Mike Black now climbing the ropes. Mike Black is actually making short work of Hamilton here by the looks of it as he goes for another elbow drop, which is blocked by Hamilton. Mike Black gets back to his feet. Hamilton scooping him across the back, headbutting across the shoulders, and Mike Black falls to the ground. Black now grabbing at the ropes, trying to get back to his feet, trying to make something of this match as he gets picked up again by Hamilton. Hamilton bring him down across the ropes. Mike Black now needs to find an opener if he wants to keep in this, but Hamilton may well have Mike Black's number, but Mike Black manages to kick out there at 1 as Mike Black gets to his feet, and Hamilton, this time it's Hamilton who looks confused as Mike Black gets another clothesline, bringing Hamilton to the ground. Mike Black just staring at the body as he stomps across the ribs, trying to take some of the wind out of him. Stomping across the ribs again, stomping again, and he's looking for that. This is it. This is the blackout. That submission move. That's won Mike Black countless championships across his tenure in EFED. But Hamilton is finding a way to get out of it. Wasn't quite get all of it there, and now Mike Black finds himself slammed onto his back. He must find a way to get through this. As Hamilton begins to bring him back to the ropes, throw him over the top rope. Mike is now not in good shape, and this is where Hamilton can begin to live some of that destiny he thought maybe one day of being in the World Championship. This could be his moment, his opportunity to go through a legend of HECW, that giant chokeslam onto the concrete. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm getting word in that doctors are currently assessing. They are assessing. Yes, I get it. They are assessing the. Oh no, sorry. It's worse than we thought it was. Kevin Wolf is in fact severely injured. It looks like he's had some damage to his ribs. He's being further assessed by the medical professionals as we speak. But doubts are currently being cast on his ability to compete in the second round next week. General Manager Razor will address this if he has to. But it looks like Mark Reigns has done enough damage to eliminate Kevin Wolf from the tournament as Mike Black climbs to the top. He's taunting the crowd as he goes with that big splash. And is that all it's going to take out Hamilton? 1, 2, and 3. Mike Black manages to advance to the next round. But could he be going straight to the final if Kevin Wolf can't compete? Hopefully they'll have an answer for you before the end of the show. Mike Black is looking pleased with himself. He might look even more pleased with the fact that the card and realise he may have made his way all the way to pay-per-view with that, in the end, quite straightforward victory over Hamilton.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. I'm rocking my pants, putting suckers in fear, making the tears rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom, explosion, overpowering over the competition. I'm towering.
And here we go. Entrances already happened during that interruption. So it looks like the Knockout Kids will be in competition next week on HECW. That'll be a big battle to see. One of the premier people who may well be winning the Tag Team Championships. We'll see how they compete. But the match in action here is again a first round match. We have fan favourite Hysteria taking on another newcomer to HECW, Ryan Hayes. He is in fact the nephew of great wrestling legend MPH. Let's see how he does here in his HECW debut against a seasoned veteran and multiple time champion, Hysteria. Already Duke can get away with punches and kicks as Hysteria manages to scoop his head, brings him down for the snapmare, and a drop kick straight to the back brings Ryan Hayes to the ground. As Hysteria now scoops him back up, goes the kick, Ryan Hayes manages to catch it, and a big spin kick, knocking Hysteria to the ground as Hayes stomps in the back. Hayes now grabbing the legs. We'll see he's going for a Romero special, and he is. How does this work out? Hysteria managing to... Yep, it looks like he has managed to flip it, and a kick out dead on the 0 count there for Ryan Hayes as he gets a big running kick. And is that enough to put Hysteria away in a shock victory here? 1, and no, it is not. Ladies and gentlemen, I've had further word that General Manager Razor will in fact be addressing the situation with Kevin Wolf opening the show next week. What decision will he make? All I seem to know right now is that Kevin Wolf is in a serious condition, and it looks like he may or may not have fractured his orbital bone in the assault. Surely that means he is out the tournament, but who will make the replacement? We'll soon find out. And a powerbomb by Hysteria brings him straight to the ground. Hysteria now looking for the top rope, assessing his chances as he dives with a flying splash. Is that enough to put Ryan Hayes away? Time will tell as Hysteria goes to the cover, and Ryan Hayes managed to kick out quite early on here. Hysteria and Hayes begin their battle. Ryan Hayes looking for some kind of cutter there. It's blocked by Hysteria, who kicks him to the shins, brings him down for a snapmare, and a kick to the back is dodged by Ryan Hayes, who clubs him across the back. Looking for, he's got him in a front face lock, drags him against the ropes, he bounces into the corner. Hayes with a big flying shoulder barrage brings him into a big flying drop kick, which is bringing Hysteria to the ground. Hayes now get the crowd behind him. Well, he wishes. The crowd do not seem to be liking Ryan Hayes too much at all. Oh, and that was an amazing manoeuvre there, reversing that powerbomb into a Hurricane Rana as Hayes now bounces off the ropes, goes over the sliding knee, and is that enough to put Hysteria away early on in this contest? It is not. I mean, for a debut match, Hayes is looking pretty dominant. That's what it gets when you have all of MPH's money. The training of one of the greatest legends in the history of this company behind you. You're ready to take on any challenge as he comes in with a poison rana. Hysteria is completely knocked amazingly off his feet, and the super kick is blocked. As Hysteria now grabs him by the face, brings him into the corner, slams his head in there, troubles some respect into this youngster who so far has had an easy streak against an established legend. And that easy streak looks to be continuing as Hayes manages to kick out early on. Bouncing off the ropes, comes in, going for, yep, Hayes roll through with his foot on the ropes. The referee has not noticed. Hayes even trying to steal a victory here. Bounce off the ropes. Oh, that was amazing. A flying flatliner as he goes over the top rope. What is he possibly looking for here? Bouncing off the ropes, going for a frog splash, dodged by Hysteria. It's normally Hysteria is the one we see bouncing, flying around the ring. But instead, the new blood of Ryan Hayes seems to be just a bit faster than Hysteria. As age and injuries and tiredness finally got onto the great Hysteria. Or it's just the fact that Ryan Hayes is just slightly hungrier. As he brings in with a front chancery. Is this enough? Is this enough to make him tap out? Hysteria crawling at the hands, trying to break that hold, and he just manages it. Yes, he did. He's managed to escape. Ryan not looking great as Hysteria tries to get back into the contest. A bit of background information out on Ryan Hayes, trained of course by Matt Hayes, MPH, along with Chris Fortune. The former members of DRC train this man hopefully quite well as he takes a giant DDT from the outside. Hysteria now probably in control of the match. Ryan Hayes, just 22 years old, a prodigy. An instant signing from HECW before any company such as Liberty tried to take him away. Hysteria now trying to find some control on the outside of the ring as he's working over the arms of Ryan Hayes. Hysteria, of course, a three-time HECW champion. A man early on in the career many people thought would never amount to much, but has proven many doubters wrong. What is Ryan Hayes looking for here? As he dives, oh, thrown straight onto the steel steps. His back must be in pieces as Hysteria scoops him back up. And the two standoff as Hysteria blocks a punch. Hysteria comes through the wheelbarrow bulldog. And meets it back in the ring. Whereas both men will be counted out. We're going straight to the final battle. Looks like this continues on. Hysteria's been picked up and thrown into the steps himself. Ryan Hayes, blatant disregard for the rules. Then again, being taught by a team with the motto of cheat to win may really show you the true colours of Ryan Hayes as he stands on the outside, beckoning Hysteria to climb up. What is he looking for here? Bounce off the ropes. Big flying clothesline knocks Hysteria to the ground. And I mean drop kick, I apologise. Hysteria rolls out of the ring. Ryan Hayes flipping over with a cornet tortino. Goes him over, picks him up, scoops him back and through, but Hysteria managed to get the better of him, rolling him back into the ring. Maybe Ryan is showing a bit of inexperience here, a bit of eagerness as Hysteria bounces him into the ropes. What is... Oh, that good block there. That's sorry, Ryan Hayes. Sorry, my tongue is getting all twisted as he goes to the DDT. As Hayes climbs to the top rope, signalling Hysteria to climb. And Hysteria gets back up. Oh, a flying DDT! Is that enough to put Hysteria away? 1, 2, 3. No, a kick out there by Hysteria. That is some fortitude from this man. A stomp is blocked. A clothesline brings Hysteria down to the ground. Ryan Hayes now brings him back to his feet. And he's crossed his arms into a crossed arm DDT. The head completely unprotected. Ryan Hayes now basking in his big moment. The debut he's probably trained his whole life for. Super kick blocked. No! Big super kick to the face. And Ryan climbs to the top rope, looking to cement his newfound legacy. Following in the footsteps of his uncle with a moonsault dodged. And a big punch to the face rocks Hysteria. A rake to the eyes brings him to the ground. Ryan Hayes has absolutely no remorse here. Hysteria falls out to the ring. It's Hayes looking to get a count-out victory. No, he goes to bounce on the ropes, but just slips on the bottom rope as an experience showing there. Oh, and that dropping flatliner could be enough to finally put the end to Hysteria's night. Hayes, though, ready for this. Bouncing off the ropes. Another Poison Rana. Just trying to do further damage. Hayes now firmly in control, and he is loving it. The lights have gone out, though, and it's Hysteria. Standing right behind. Throws him into the ropes. But now Hayes managed to find another way out. And he rolls him up for that prawn hold. And into the cover. 1, 2. No. Couldn't steal it. He just couldn't steal it. Ryan Hayes now. Double axe handle. Knocking Hysteria to the ground. Standing over the legs. Locking it in. He's going for that. The Muta lock. It's the Muta lock. Is he going to tap? Is he going to tap? Is he going to tap? No. Hysteria is managing to prise the hands apart of Hayes. Knocking him to the ground as Hysteria rolls through. Ryan Hayes now getting back to his feet. Hysteria back to his feet. A kick to the shin knocks him to the ground. What's Hysteria looking to do? Bouncing off the ropes. Oh, and a Hurricane Rana into a DDT, and Ryan Hayes is rocked. Hysteria now picks him up. And that is Hysteria's finishing move, that rolling elbow. Is that enough to finish him off? 1, 2. No, Hysteria didn't finish it. The Chaos Stereo elbow was not enough. And Ryan Hayes is now out for the count with just enough life in him to find a way out as Hysteria now climbs back to the top rope. I think it's time. A big leg drop misses. Ryan Hayes now needs to find an opportunity and opening. He's going again for that closed arms into DDT reversed. And that brings Ryan Hayes playing to the ground. Things are not looking good. The experience of Hysteria finally managed to pay off in the outgoing of this match as Ryan Hayes is looking for a breather on the outside again. And now, straight into the ring apron. MPH, which is sitting at home, shaking his head at his nephew here. This is the moment he's probably trained for his whole life, and it is slipping out of his hands as Hayes now on the apron, bounces, big drop kick, knocking down Hysteria cleanly. And Ryan Hayes now just looking for what he needs to do next. As Hysteria stands up, he got him in a front waist lock, it's reversed, he's pushed out the way. Hysteria with a big hook to the back. Oh, the back picks him up, and that is an electric chair drop. Big move here from Hysteria, and that's a roll up here by Ryan Hayes, trying any trick he can, and it's still not enough. I must say this is an impressive first showing, and that is a big running foot. Ryan Hayes really is looking strong here in his first professional match in HECW. Bouncing off the ropes, big front flip, DDT. Is that enough to finish the match? No, he's looking for something else. I think he's looking for his finishing move. I've been told he calls this Dr. Teeth, because once it's finished, that's exactly what he'll be needing. A dentist! Straight to the ground, and he goes for the pin. That should be it. 2. And the no! Hysteria now, the 1-for-1 on kickouts. Both of them have avoided each other's finishing moves and managed to stay in the match. And Ryan Hayes does not know what to do. He got to stomp on the head. Hysteria managed to stand up. A super kick is also blocked, bouncing off the ropes, and he throws Hysteria out the ring for another time as Ryan Hayes bounces up to the top rope. He's looking for his opponent. He's measuring his opponent. He's ready with a double axe handle, bringing him straight to the ground. Ryan Hayes throwing him into the corner, and he bounces off that guardrail. Things are looking more and more bleak for poor Hysteria as he bounces into that corner post, cracking his skull open. You can see the shades of MPH, that nasty streak, that violent streak, that cheat to win attitude embedded in him from his uncle. It's on the ropes, begging him up again. Is he looking for just another drop kick? And it is another drop kick, knocking Hysteria to the ground. Ryan Hayes now measuring his opponent as he brings him back to his feet. And Hysteria still got some life in him. A drop toe hold knocks him down to the ground. Hysteria follows through, but no. Hayes managed to block him, and another running kick, and he goes to cover again. This time, is that enough? 1, 2, and no. I don't think Hayes is looking particularly pleased here. That's a dodge, and both hit each other, drop kicks in midair. That was incredible. But Hayes managed to be up first with a big neck breaker, knocking Hysteria down to the ground. Stomp brings him over, and he's looking again for that front chancery. Is that enough? Is he going to tap this time? Is Hysteria going to tap to this newcomer? as the new blood of HECW continues to be impressive here in this tournament, where Hysteria managed to find a way out. A big clubbing blow to the face distracts Ryan Hayes enough for Hysteria to get back to his feet. What is he looking for? Grabs him on the ropes, slams him into the corner, and a big throw to the outside. Ryan Hayes basking in his moment as he bounces again off the ropes, and he's looking for a big jumping clothesline. The referee's been knocked down though by Hysteria, and Ryan Hayes now scooping him onto the referee, and he's run outside. It's Ryan looking for a chair. Ryan Hayes is looking for a chair. Does he realise that the referee is climbing back to his feet? The referee is back to his feet. He's going to have to... And now Hysteria manages to stop him the chair, throwing him over the top rope. And Hysteria bouncing. Full flip straight into the barricade. Both men are looking ropey now. The crowd firmly behind this match. What an amazing opening, what an amazing contest in this tournament. Both men have left everything in and outside the ring. Both men are brawling, and another big DDT. Hysteria's head must be utterly scrambled as Ryan Hayes now is willing to take the count-out victory. And the referee's up to 4 now. Hayes just took out the referee. The fans are not pleased. And a chair shot absolutely dodged. Hysteria now looking for the big moment. Hysteria has him on the ropes by Ryan Hayes, blocking it. Referee back to his feet, has no idea what happened. As Ryan clubs him, super kick, knocks him clean to the ground. What is Ryan looking for as he climbs to the top rope? He's going for that moon stomp again, and this time he hits it. He hits the moon stomp. What's he looking to do? He's picking up that chair. He's wedging it in the corner. Wedging it in the corner. Referee trying to stop him. He's wedging it in the corner. Hysteria picked up. Ryan Hayes bounced off the rope. And Hysteria's calling for his big move, but he took too long. And another drop kick knocks Hysteria to the ground. Ryan picks him up. Throws him. No way! Into the referee's not doing anything about it. But why? Why is the referee not doing anything about this? As Hayes bounces now in the corner, ready for hit that big jumping DDT again. Clearing him out. And now he's signalling for it a second time in this match. Could we be seeing Dr. Teeth? There it is. Picks him off the backdrop, flips him over into the knee. Surely, that is all she wrote. And Hayes advances on into the semi-finals. Looking proud of himself, a match full of cheating and underhand tactics. The exact thing you expect from somebody trained by the great DRC. Is the future bright for Ryan Hayes? Time will tell.
What it looks like, being the best. What it looks like, to be a cut up of the breast. What it looks like, being the best. What it looks like, to be a cut up of the breast. Nobody understands what it takes to be the man. Having every single person say you can't when you can. To give up everything you've ever known for a dream. And
here we are, the main event of the evening. My hero and yours, the true Hick Life veteran, a red, white and blue patriot, the man who believes in his creek, his beer, his moonshine, his tractor and his women. The big, bad killer, he is Jack Maverick. And some may say Jack Maverick is the odds-on favourite to complete this tournament and take home that title. And you know what? I'd be a crazy man to bet my money against him. Look at that physique. Look at the swagger. Maverick knows he's in control of almost every situation, and he's going to take that title back to the creek. The strength as he steps clean over the ropes, ready for the big moment, as he gets the fans right behind him. People love Jack Maverick, and it's easy to see why. He's all about fun living, freedom, and power. But tonight he's taking on one of HECW's more notorious and more deadly opponents. The man from the demonic carnival, the crazy carny, the demon clown, none other than Antichrist. And here he is. A man not the most physically intimidating, but psychologically, mentally, he has the strength and power to destroy and defeat any opponent he comes across, normally flanked by his two greatest allies, Riley and Gacy the Clown. But tonight he comes out alone, the leader of the demonic carnival, and he is ready to go face to face with the odds-on favourite to take this title away. Focus, laser point focus, as he makes his way to the ring. Antichrist may not have had the level of success some people may have thought he could have had or should have had in HECW, but he's here tonight to right that wrong. His lifestyle alternative, his methods unorthodox, but it's hard to argue that Antichrist, when the cards are down, when the chips are on the table, knows how to get the job done. And tonight he faces a formidable and dangerous opponent. Who will make their way to the next round? And Maverick comes straight out, slamming Antichrist straight to the ground, picking him clean back up, and again turning him round, picking him up what looks like a torture rack as he continues to stretch and pull on Antichrist's body. Antichrist not getting the start he probably wanted to this match. As he's knocked to the floor, Maverick picks him up, looking for some more damage as he picks him up for a big old military press slam. Slamming him down to the ground. Antichrist looking winded as a kick lances across his skull. A big club to the back, another big club to the back. Maverick grabbed him by the throat, looking for a big body punch, and he manages to nail it. Antichrist is not looking good. Antichrist is looking rocked of all hell as he picks him up again for another huge military press. Down to the ground. Antichrist is weakened, is injured, is damaged. This is not the match Antichrist had planned for. This is probably not even the match Jack Maverick had planned for. This is going much better than he could ever hope for as he gets behind, throws him back into the buckle, bouncing off into a big old German suplex. Maverick firmly and commandingly in control of this match, sizing up his opponent and begging him, beckoning him to his feet. Is he looking for the big old elbow? And he is, the elbow! Antichrist is down the ground. What's Maverick looking for? This is it. This is the move he's been talking about on the build-up to this show. His new move. He calls it the Moonshine Creek. And look at it. Here's a deadlift military press slam. Turning around the strength. Slams him into the ground. Antichrist looks to have been on his last legs. And Maverick taking a moment to celebrate the reopening of HECW as he covers Antichrist. Could this be for the victory? Could this man be going to semi-finals? Yes, he is. Maverick makes short work of the Killer Clown. There he is, my hero and yours, Jack Maverick. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. This has been HECW Uprise. Thank you for joining me on this wild ride as we close out the first round of the tournament with Jack Maverick ready to take on the next round. Join me next week for more HECW action. I've been Matthew Hustlebury. Thank you and good night.